Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I finally made it to the Hermitage. It's been raining all the time and we've got one weather window today, so I've come up and let's see if we can get some proper nocturnal shots. So join me and let's see where this journey takes us. I'm just crossing over the path here so you can see, because there was a busload of people got dropped off. As you'll see, they're all walking up the trail, but if I follow the river's edge you'll start to see the beauty of this location. Now there's going to be a lot of people here this morning because I'm a wee bit later arriving, but we'll keep going. I'll find a spot and we'll catch back when I get to my first spot. I've just climbed down to the water's edge because something caught my eye. I've no idea if it's going to work, but there's no one here. And what I noticed was all these greens and the mosses on the trees there, completely saturated. We've got this wee pool of water and then we've got that cluster of trees. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and use a high f-stop, maybe about 5.6. See if I can kind of diffuse the background but keep this cluster of trees and rocks in focus. Try and get a polarizer filter on to take the sheen off the water, and if any of these images work, I'll share them with you now. I hope you like those images. I've got to just share something with you. I've actually put my lens hood on the camera. A while back when I did my Kent Faith filter video, someone had left me a message to say that does cover hood work with the filter system from Kent Faith, and there you go, I've got a polarizer filter on and I've got the lens hood over it and it works fantastic. So the composition I've got here is you've got these two trees and I'm trying to shoot through the two trees. I'm going to slow the water down and get a shot of these two rocks. Now I'm shooting at f3.5 because I want to diffuse the background and make it quite soft. But as you can see, there's a number of rocks round about me that's got the water flowing through it, and I'm going to work this area and see if I can get any images. If I can, I'll share these images that I capture with you now. Well, that was fun. It's a bit slippy climbing back up the banks. I'm just coming up to Ossian's house, so I'm just going to turn the camera around because this is where probably the busy locations are going to be. What I'm going to try and do, if the bridge is open, I'll try and go over the river. But first of all, I'm out of puff because I had to climb that hill. Let me see if we've got people down here. There are some folks down the side. I'm just looking over here, cracking wee waterfall across the way. I might take a shot of that. There's probably not much more. I'll need to go further up. Right, I'm going to take a shot of that waterfall over there. That might be a nice shot with the different coloured ferns on the other side. So I'll take a couple of these. If they work out, I'll share them with you. Oh, I've made a rod for my own back here. I'm trying to get a shot of the Ossian's Cave. There's a couple of photographers down there on the right. There's some nice mist coming up on top of the falls. That beautiful glow of the trees behind. But I'm trying to navigate my way over all these slippery rocks just because of all the wet leaves. Because I want to get positioned over there, so I've got that rock in my foreground. I'll catch up when I eventually get there. Alright, so I've eventually made it. So I've got these rocks in front of me, and then I've got Ossian's Cave. The light was there a wee minute ago with the mist, and the mist seems to be coming down, but I think we're getting a lot of mist coming up from the waterfall. So what I'm going to do is move around to my left, move around to my right. I'll heighten my composition. At the moment I've got a low composition, and I'm going to take my time here because there's quite a lot to take in. If I want full focus front to back, I might have to do a focus stack even if I'm using F11 or F16, because I want to make sure the leaves on the rocks in my foreground are absolutely pin sharp. So take my time, and any of these images I take, I'll share them with you now. Right, well, there's a few there. I hope you liked them. I've moved closer to the waterfalls here at Ossian, and what I'm trying to do is make sure I can get the top of the falls, and then I've got this hanging tree sweeping down, so it gives me a bit of a frame and an arch over the hall. That's the theory. So I'll take 2 or 3 of these shots because the mist that's coming from the waterfall is pretty cool actually. So these images, I'll share these with you now. I've moved as close to the side as I dare, especially in these wet conditions, and I've set the camera up for a portrait angle, and what I'm trying to do is get the falls flowing in front of me with a view of Ossian Hall above me. The sun has just come out, and oh my goodness, it isn't half brightening up. So to compensate for that light, I'm having to shoot at f18 so I can keep my 1/8 of a second shutter speed. So what I'll do is, once I've taken these shots, I'll share these with you, just because I can't do much just because of where I'm standing, but here's the photos. I've just climbed carefully all the way down to the edge of the river, but I'm now on the opposite side of the river to where I was, so I'm going to try and work my way to the edge and see if I can get a view back upriver, because there's nobody this side, and hopefully I can get a shot. Alright, so I finally reached the base. So that's the bridge that we walked across to go to the right hand side. I've now walked on the opposite side. Normally this is locked because there's always usually a lot of landslides this side. If I turn round, we'll follow the river down. There's a lot of foam here. But what I'll do is, the sun's went away, but that might be quite good, so I might get some nice moody autumnal shots. So I'll take a few images, and I'll also do a couple of close-ups. So I'll do some wide shots and close-up, and when I've finished, I'll share these images with you. Right, so I've just walked round. I was standing over there and I've just walked all the way right round and I found this spot. As you can see, this spot gives me an absolute full frontal view onto the waterfall as it comes through under the bridge. Well, let's see what we can do with this, and these images I will share with you now. And try and work my way back up through the hills, through the trees, sorry, not the hills. But it's a steep hill. I'll catch up at the top, all going well. Oh boy, made it. There is the view I've got, and that's where I was, way down there. Right. I'm just going to take my time, walk along the path, get my breath back. There's the sun come back out again, and I'll walk up the trail a wee bit further. What I'm going to try and do is not look for the usual hot spots and see if I can get something different. Alright, I'm back to the bridge, so let's head over. I'll keep the camera running and you'll get an idea of the amount of people that visit. I thought I saw a salmon leap down there. Something I rarely do. Something I rarely do is put the camera and raise the tripod head high, because normally with wind it imbalances it and you don't get a sharp image. But for here I've got to do it because I'm so far down and I'm below that rock line. I need to lift my camera up. I need to be careful because I've got these branches above my head. So what I'm keen to do is get the composition here where the water coming down, flowing from the right to left, and then down in towards the camera. I'm going to take 2 or 3 shots here. There's probably not that many I can do, but I'll take 2 or 3 shots. I'll do some close-ups and some wides, and I'll share those images with you now. I think this is going to be my last location. I went to climbing that rock there, but as you'll see, all the skid marks there, look, that is like sheet ice. So, what have I got? I've got a further view upriver of this beautiful location. I've got all the trees in their autumnal splendour. We've even got a bit of blue sky. So, oh look, there's a wee dipper. So what I'll do is, I'll take 2 or 3 images. In fact, I might take more just because of the location that I'm in, and I don't think I'm going to go any further just because it takes me too long, because it's slippy and I've got to be careful where I'm walking. Right, I'll take these shots and I will share them with you now. Alright, so I'm going to finish the video here. So here's hoping we can make a video out of this. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because you know it's free. And if you press the bell notification, that'll let you know the next time I post a video. So thanks very much for watching, and here's to the next video.